What's up, everybody?
Well, that's why I started the recording because
Okay.
no one took initiative on who was doing the intro, so I wanted to see where it went. But
Matt and
Matt,
I do it at the
continue.
same time.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you
Heck
go,
yeah,
Matt.
dude. What is up, everybody? It is the A Win is a Win podcast. Sorry, still trying to get that locked in the brain here. Um, Pretty excited for today's podcast. Hopefully, you guys have been seeing our Instagram posts and kind of what we've been doing, trying to spruce up the good old podcast a little bit, step up our game. Shout out to our behind the scenes woman, aka Superwoman, aka Allison H double, good old sister of Charles H double. We're really happy for her and her commitment to us. So we're gonna be doing TikTok and Instagram and more social media. So be prepared for that. That'll be pretty fun. But on the actual podcast episode today, we have a good lineup. I think it'll be pretty exciting. We're gonna be talking a little bit about some golf, some the PGA, a good old U.S. Open that just happened this weekend. And then we'll also be talking about LeGoat, LeGM, LeBron, good old
Yeah.
Lakers versus the Nuggets, how that ended, and kind of what we think for maybe NBA Finals and what Lakers should do from now on. And then after that, the last segment, it's MattyB's Bets. Seems like a pretty good Friday to me, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I agree. I agree, definitely.
Yeah.
Dude, I am so excited. I can't contain my excitement to talk about LeBron again. There's so much that's happened between now and
Sam, you just
talk
like
about.
love LeBron. Like he's like probably like your favorite. I know you say like you really like Ja, but it seems like LeBron is your
It's
favorite.
it's definitely a love-hate relationship. Like you can kind of think of LeBron as like a beautiful butterfly, he eats and kills bugs, which is not cool, but he's also like beautiful and he's so good at what he does. But I'll explain it more later.
Charles?
Thanks for the analogy. Yeah, I'm
You're
very excited
welcome.
for this episode. I picked out this shirt because this is the shirt I would wear if I was at a golf tournament as a viewer. As a fan, I'd wear a shirt like this, short sleeve, something nice and light because it might get hot out there unless it's raining, which it rained
Mm.
a lot during the PGA Championship. But this is the
Well,
shirt
where's your
I would
chain?
wear. So, oh, no, I got you. It's a little hard to see
Oh,
with a
it
collared
is a little
shirt, as
hard.
you know,
It is a little
but
hard to
you
see.
can see right there. Yeah.
Okay. Oof.
That's
Don't worry, I still
awesome.
got the chain.
Okay.
I was gonna ask what the collar shirt was for, but that's like a perfect movement to that.
I would probably have a hat on too, but this a hat would get in the way of my headphones. So in this setup, I can't wear one. But you already know I'd be wearing a hat if I was at a golf tournament. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that makes perfect sense. That's awesome.
I dress for the occasion, man.
So the question is what type of clubs would you have? Would you do TaylorMade, Callaway, Nike? What are you?
Oh, I'm not playing. I'm just watching. Like I said,
Oh, you're just going to
He's
watch.
a yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just watching. Yeah.
Oh, you're a
Charles,
spectator.
I like to think Charles is more like a Jordan Spieth super fan. I'm
Oh,
definitely that kind of fan that tries to sneak in for free. I have a Nike shirt on, but no, it's fun. I'm a Callaway guy though. I'll say that.
you like Callaway?
I love Callaway.
Callaway is pretty nice, not gonna lie. TaylorMade's also good. I think both of those are really good. So,
Mm,
but anyways, enough of the intro. If everyone's ready, shall we talk about the US Open?
yes, we're ready.
All right. So, the US Open this year, we won't spoil the winner yet because we'll talk about that. I think everyone knows who it is. I guess we just know who everyone is. It was Brooks Koepka. I think everyone knows that. Um, but the US Open was played, I believe, was it Rochester, New York, I believe is where it was. I know me personally, I watched which days did I watch? I watched Friday and
Yeah.
Thursday. I watched Friday and Thursday. So the first 36 holes. And it was pretty good, not gonna lie. Friday was whenever the rain was really coming down and kind of there was a lot of stuff. But I won't get too much into my thoughts yet. I'll let everyone else talk about it. But I thoroughly enjoy watching golf. Like I've actually gotten into it about the past probably year or so. I've gotten more into golf and I've liked it. But I want to hear your thoughts, Sam and Charles, kind of about what you guys saw and or your thoughts.
So I think this is also technically this is the PGA Championship. I don't think it's actually the U.S. Open
Wait, was it
because
not the US?
well, the U.S. Open is
Is it
in
just PGA
June.
Championship? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I mix those up all the time.
No, it's hey, we get stuff wrong here all the time. It's all good. Yeah. So this was the PGA
Yeah,
Championship
it's
that we're
PGA
talking about.
Championship. Yep,
Yeah.
he's correct. Charles got me.
1-0.
He's always right.
All right. And thanks. So you want to go, Sam, or do you want me to go?
Uh, yeah, you can continue talking. I'll just
Okay.
talk to you.
Yeah. So I have been more similar to Matt in terms of my golf interest. I developed more of an interest in playing golf in the past couple of years. I've still never really watched it, but I watched the full highlight video from this tournament, which is about 40 minutes. I did not watch any of it live like Matt did, but I did watch the highlights of it. And I always knew, I feel like people kind of underappreciate golf in terms of how difficult it is because golf is extremely difficult to play, and it might be in terms of a skill based game, it's probably up there at near the top of like the hardest skill, to play. And seeing these guys and how much more of an approach there really is to it than what you see on TV, and how much strategy and thought with every little thing, depending on the weather, depending on where your ball is placed and location, how far you are, what club, what spin. There's just so much that goes into it. And it's really cool to see. And obviously on camera, it doesn't do justice how difficult it is. And something I noticed as well was like on camera, the putts always seem super short. Like when he hits them, like, oh, that's too light, and just like rolls and rolls and rolls. And next thing you know, just like drops right in. And I'm like, how did that even go in? There was a lot of that. And I also saw the importance of the dead shot, which is basically when you get onto the green and it drops dead, basically right there. I saw that so much, and that's never something I really thought of, but like that's genius, and that's like a big strategy. And so, yeah, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. I realized how like happy I felt watching golf, how like calming it is. And it's something if I'm in a chill mood for sure, and there's a golf, like a tournament going on, I want to try and make sure that I'm watching it, because I truly enjoyed watching it, and it's so calming, and watching the skill, then watching how quiet it is, and then after they hit, the cheers, especially when it gets close to the putt, if it's about to go in, and then you hear the big applause if it goes in. It's just all so cool. So yeah, that's what I have to say. Golf is a great sport, and I'm excited to watch more of it in the future. And I'm glad that Matt wanted us to talk about this, because it got me to watch some more golf.
Oh yeah.
So,
No,
oh yeah. Also, last thing I'll say, it's really sad, but also extremely happy to hear Jim Nantz. But I know he's not doing March Madness anymore, which is the sad part. And I personally think he's better at basketball than golf, like as an announcer. But I don't blame him, because golf is way more easy or chill, So yeah, I just wanted to shout out to Jim Nantz. I'm gonna miss you in March Madness.
Well,
that's all I'll say.
He still does football games at least, so you'll hear him talk pretty soon.
I wish he did basketball instead. I think he's better at basketball than football.
Man, I agree.
As an announcer, yeah.
He's
I
so
know.
good calling those games too.
He does have an iconic voice though, so I think to me, anytime you can hear him, I think is pretty good. But I do have to agree with Charles. Like when you think of March Madness, like you think of like Jim Nantz, just like all the stuff he's done, just like how you think of like the NBA playoffs as Mike Breen, and he's like bang,
yeah,
it's the same thing.
I agree.
Granted,
it's awesome.
I am so glad that he is with CBS, and I think he does a lot of his stuff with Tony Romo, correct?
For the NFL, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and honestly, him and Tony Romo, I actually really like. I really enjoy. So I am okay with that. Like if he said, "Oh, I'm only doing golf and not football and basketball," I'd kind of be like, I'd be even way more sad, I think. So
yeah, I would too, honestly. But no, I completely agree. I'm usually one that likes to give hot takes against sports, but no, golf is completely relaxing. If I didn't suck at it so much, I would play it more often too, but I'm awful. My older brother, shout out to Andrew, he actually played a lot of golf before he stationed in the military, and I got to learn a lot of things from him too. And growing up and seeing guys like Tiger Woods is amazing. exactly like Charles said, they don't do the camera justice. The things that they can do on a golf field is amazing. It's like unimaginable how good they play. And yeah, like when you try to make those 5 foot putts and then you compare it to like pros, they make it look so easy. And then when an average person like me or anyone else tries it out, it seems like such a hard thing. But no, I love golf too. I was thankfully able to get a little bit of time to watch them play on Thursday, and it's so relaxing too. It was a ton of fun to watch. I can only dream to be in a kind of position like that. I do really hope to at least play some golf in the future, maybe work on my swing a little bit too, but I think it would be a long road for me. I'm not that good at all, but still love golf. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. PGA was definitely super relaxing. I was actually at a cabin this weekend and stuff, so it was like kind of fun. I was like out in the woods, but then watching golf, and like I was like, this is like I could like die today and be happy. Like that's just kind of like golf is just fun to like when you just want to chill and relax, it's fun to watch. And like just having it on the background, I think is a good, I don't know, I really like it. Um, but I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys this. Do you guys have favorite golfers that you like to watch or anything? And have you guys seen the Netflix series Full Swing?
No to both, to be honest. I can't give you like a player necessarily or
Okay.
an athlete. So
So Charles is no. What about you, Sam?
Well, no and yes. No, I haven't seen that Netflix series that you're talking about, but
Mhm.
I mentioned him. I joked with Charles. I love watching like guys like Jordan Spieth play. He's kind of
Mhm.
older now, but once he was especially young and up and coming, they were so electric to watch. Even with a sport like golf, where it's supposed to be relaxing and they look like they're doing barely anything, it's still so much fun to watch. So
Mhm.
Jordan Spieth is my guy. I love
Nice.
I also love McElroy a lot. Um,
Mhm.
John Daly. They don't
yeah.
really play as many like really
Well,
big tournaments anymore because they're kind of getting up in age. Same with
yeah.
Tiger, but I really love to watch. I believe his son play. I don't know what his name is. I'll just call him Little
Charlie.
Harley. Is that his name?
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. Okay. Charlie is gonna be a lot of fun to watch. I haven't gotten to watch him yet, but really cool future up and coming star.
You
Yeah.
mentioned Rory, and he actually was in the PGA, and he did pretty good, to be honest. He
Oh, really?
was, what did he get? I think he tied for like ninth or something with, he went one under, I believe, or maybe he tied for seventh.
Surprise.
Somewhere he was tied somewhere, and he actually did pretty good because I remember he was on the highlights, a good chunk, and he had a big fan base. There was loud cheers for him.
Oh, I
But yeah,
bet.
he golfed pretty solid.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Let me
He
Yeah.
got
let me
minus he got
see.
-2. Sorry. He
Right.
got -2 for the whole tournament.
Yeah. I can't imagine being at that age too and getting to be able to play like a magical sport like golf, having Jim Nance call in the background too. It's amazing.
It's just such a class act of a sport.
It is. It really is.
It's crazy.
How can you hate golf, you know?
You really can't,
Mm.
Did you have a
Yeah.
fact check for us, Matt, on Rory?
I was trying to look and I couldn't find it. The ESPN app was being kind of dumb, so let me go Google real quick. Um,
Well, Sam and
Rory
I.
McIlroy, he got seventh. He tied for seventh at
Okay, so
-2, two
okay, so he
under.
tied
Pretty
for
good.
seventh. Nice.
It's so
But
pretty.
Yeah,
yeah,
which
he
is
did
still pretty
good.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
considering how much wind and rain and just bad weather there was.
Mhm.
Um, but to answer the question that I had you guys answer, I've seen the Netflix show. I think you guys should watch it. If you like golf, like it's really good to kind of like go into it. Like I thought it was a fun watch, and you guys should watch it. Um, and then for my favorites, I really like watching Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. I like those two a lot.
Mhm.
I also like Tony Finau just because he is from Utah and he's like uh an LDS member, so he's Mormon and stuff, which is nice. Um, but I actually one of my favorites that I really love is Scotty Scheffler. I really love him.
Oh,
He was impressive,
Scheffler
very
too. Yeah.
impressive in the highlights.
Yeah, like
I
he's
heard his
just like
name.
so calm.
Yeah.
And then I would also say Brooks Koepka is probably one of my favorites too. Probably those four. So like Jordan Spieth, or those five: Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka, Scotty Scheffler, and then Tony Finau.
Mhm.
I will try to watch those guys. Like, and usually they're in featured groups, which is nice. So I usually try to watch them um the most. Those are the guys that I really like watching.
I personally like watching Tom Brady in the match, but
Oh yeah, I
Oh
was gonna
yeah,
hey,
say.
I was gonna say, hey man, golf is just an athlete's best friend. So
it
many,
is.
especially football. So many of those guys love to play golf. It's crazy. It's just such a well-respected sport all across the board. It's a great sport.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
we
I
got to
agree.
talk about it a little bit on the podcast. Like it's just fair to do that.
And we do have to shout out though Michael Block. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, of
he
course. The
got
star. The
he got
star.
what, 13th, I think, something like that. Um,
Yeah, he got I think he finished with
one over, I think.
yeah, he was one over.
Yeah, he was one over. And so basically for PGA, to get on the PGA Tour, you have to be in the top 200 golfers. But then this is the PGA Championship, and you can be a PGA member. And there's like, I think 20,000 of those people, or 2,000, something like that. Anyways, he was a designated PGA pro that got to basically go in and do this course and stuff. And he ended up making the cut. It was the first time in 7 tries that he's made the cut as, like, being a pro. And then he placed, so he's able to come back next year because he placed in the top 20, I believe. So he's like an automatic qualifier. Plus, there's a golf tournament this weekend that the people called him and said, "Hey, we have like a designated player spot, which is basically saying like, hey, you don't have to be a PGA member. So here's our designated spot. Do you want to do it?" And so he's going to do that. So kind of a cool story. He just teaches golf
Nice.
lessons in California, but then to do that, like, it's kind of a storybook thing. And then I don't know if you watched it, the whole
Oh,
15,
oh,
he
I
had the
saw.
hole in one.
I
Like,
saw.
that's storybook, that's storybook. And he was paired with Roy McIlroy for that
I was
last
gonna
round.
I was gonna say first off about Michael Block. I love his demeanor and how he plays the game. You could just tell he's having fun with it, and he's just got a good personality. And him and Roy were a great pairing. Like their demeanor after he made that hole in one was super super cool to see, and he just looked like he was just having so much fun. When he made that hole in one, he's like, "There's," I mean, he's on the mic. He's like, "No, no, I didn't. No way." And
Hmm.
he's just walking over slowly, but he kind of knows, and he goes and picks
Yeah,
up the ball and like real slow, and it's so cool, and
it's
that's
awesome to watch.
another reason
Yeah.
why you know sports can be so great sometimes when you get
Mm,
moments like
for
that.
sure.
Plus, as well, he's 47, so he's getting up there in age too, and
Yeah.
to be able to make a run like this and finally qualify, as you said, Matt, as like a pro. So
It's
awesome
awesome.
story. Michael Jordan even reached out to him, the real
Hmm.
goat, as some would say.
Yeah, as some would say. But final thought that I have on the PGA. I just shout one other guy that I absolutely love watching play. I had to look up his name because it's kind of weird to pronounce, but he Bryson DeChambeau. He's
Oh, DeChambeau, yeah.
he's kind of older now, but especially when he was younger a few years ago, he was absolutely electric to watch. His kind of form and golf swing is a little unorthodox, but it works out so well. And
I mean, he can smash the ball driving.
yeah, his
Like,
like raw
he
power
can
too.
rock it. Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty insane. It's so fun to watch. Yeah, no, I just love sports like golf. Same with bowling too. Shout out to bowling.
Hey,
Maybe we'll talk
I'll
about bowling
admit,
sometime.
when you guys had bowling on that one time, it got a little old after it was like on for a week straight. But the first like day or two, I remember you guys were watching. It was pretty fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. But
Yeah,
then it got a little old. But it was still pretty fun for that first day or
yeah,
All
two.
I know, my favorite quote from bowling is, "Who do you think you are? I am." That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh, I know who that is.
oh, definitely. P. Weber absolutely changed the game for bowling. And as much as I love bowling too, it's a lot like golf, but it's a lot more kind of one dimensional. There's not nearly as much depth as a sport like golf,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it's still a lot of fun. And
Hey,
hey,
we'll have to do a bowling segment sometime in the future, Sam, for sure.
yes, for
So
sure. I
we
won't
will.
give any more notes on it. I'll just save it for the next time.
All right, we jumping over to the NBA.
Yes,
We
sir.
started on.
Considering we talked about GOAT, aka Michael Jordan, we're gonna
Oh
talk
no.
about
Oh no.
the second GOAT that people think is part of the NBA, LeBron. We're talking about the Nuggets and Lakers. We're gonna give our thoughts on the series, and then we're gonna give our thoughts on probably Denver's chances in the finals, and then the Lakers kind of off season slash maybe what we think will happen with them. So, does anyone want to start out
Yeah,
with their thoughts on the series?
for
Sam is
sure. For
ready
sure.
to go.
Oh, I am absolutely ready. It was amazing to watch. I was super thankful to watch all 4 games that happened. It was a clean sweep. The Lakers were blown to dust at the end of it. I know they only lost by 2 points in the 4th game, but they basically lost by 30. They were done. I'm absolutely happy for the Nuggets. It's the first time in a million and a half years that they're making it to the finals.
Well, it's the first time ever.
Yeah, first time ever too. Um, I'm more than happy for them. They are bar none the best team. LeBron was actually quoting, I believe, during the media after that game, is like, this is the best. This is the best team, bar none, that I faced with AD and the Lakers. So I think that means a lot too, especially coming from a guy like LeBron. But kind of lost. Kind of well, I'll give it to LeBron. He played very well. He played very well, but an L is an L, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He played well. He played well in Game 4.
He did.
Yeah,
He played
yeah.
very
I
well.
mean, really, the Lakers blew. I mean, they really blew their chance. Like, you could definitely argue it could be for sure 2-2. This series could easily be 2-2. It could easily be all those games, to be honest, were winnable. It could have been a Lakers sweep, technically, because all those games were winnable. But one thing that the Lakers struggled with, and this is why LeBron is never the GOAT, never can be, they don't have a closer, and it showed because they couldn't close any of those games, or when they rallied back, like in Game 1, they fell short because they didn't have anyone to make the clutch shot.
Mhm.
LeBron's not going to make it because he's not the GOAT. You know who would make that shot? Michael Jordan.
Oh, with ease. With
With
ease.
ease. But yeah, I mean, the Lakers really, I know that they got swept, and I think the Nuggets were just better, but Lakers still played pretty good, except for down the stretch.
Mhm.
That's when they kind of lost it, except for Game 1 because they came back, but then in the like late stretch they blew it. So yeah, I mean, congrats to the Nuggets. They deserve it. Like I said, I didn't really realize how good they were coming into this playoff run. And they still, like, we're talking about this series, and it's over now, but it still gets brought up as like Lakers swept by Nuggets. It's not like Nuggets swept by Lakers or Nuggets sweep the
Sweet.
Lakers.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Lakers are still kind of in this, like what we're talking about when it gets brought up. They're still the team that's brought up first over the Nuggets. Like we're talking about the Lakers, we're talking about LeBron, and then it's just kind of like the Nuggets are like, oh, they're in the finals, but
Mhm.
whatever. It's like we're talking about the Lakers. So I do think the Nuggets should get more respect for sure. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, definitely.
hey,
Um,
hey, shout out to them. And Bill Simmons brought this up. I was listening to a podcast of his not too long ago, and he picked the Nuggets to win the West. At least I don't know if he picked them to win the finals, but I know early on he picked them to win the West because he said the Nuggets always get good shots. Pretty much with Jokic, like they're almost guaranteed to get a good shot, so they have a higher chance of scoring. And that's why. And when I watched them play the Lakers, I was like, they do get good shots, and they've got like Jamal
definitely.
Murray who's back who can create his own shot. And
Mhm.
KCP's been amazing. Bruce Brown's been amazing. They've filled in really well. Jokic
Aaron
finds
Gordon too.
everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, Nuggets they're a machine right now. And I think they'll beat whoever wins the East, which should be the Heat, but I
Yeah.
think I think they'll beat whoever comes out of the East though, definitely.
Agreed. Um, I Go ahead, Matt.
Hey,
Whoa.
Sam.
Fumbling. You're like LeBron, bro. Choke.
Yeah, pull LeBron real quick. Sorry.
Um, so just give my thoughts. The first, um, the first 2 games, I think it was, what was it? It was actually the number games 2 and 4. Those are the ones that I think could have gone either way. Um, just when I was watching them, I know it says the Nuggets won by like 5 or whatever, but like the Nuggets came from behind in that one and beat the Lakers, and then the Lakers should have won game 4. They were up by I think it was 16 at halftime. It was 73-58. And then the next quarter, the Nuggets outscored the Lakers 36-16. And to go off your point, I think LeBron is still good. And do they have a closer? No. And I think that's what makes the Lakers hard to like. They don't have a closer. And LeBron is supposed to be that guy, but also LeBron's 38. Like he can't be that guy that takes over games anymore. Like that's not LeBron anymore. He kind of has to pick his spots. And you could see at the very end of the game he was trying to do it, but the Nuggets just had good defense and stopped him and said, "You know what, LeBron, you're kind of beating us right now, so we're going to take away you and let's let everyone else beat us." And none one of the Lakers could beat them. So I really like that. And when you look at it, I mean, I guess the Suns did the best job against the Nuggets. Um, Honestly, the Suns probably should have won game 2 if Chris Paul doesn't get hurt because they were ahead and then they lost by 10. So I think that was kind of your Western Conference Finals. I think the Nuggets or Suns were the two best teams. Granted, those are two of my favorite teams, so I'm okay with the Nuggets going to the finals because I really love MPJ. Hashtag Missouri alum. Got to represent.
Mhm.
Um, But I do agree. I think we should give the Nuggets their flowers because I mean they have a really good team. Like not only do they have like a superstar, probably best player in the NBA right now in Jokic, but they have a great point guard in Jamal Murray. They have good 3 and 4, which is MPJ and Aaron Gordon, and then your fifth man is KPC or Bruce Brown. That's a pretty good 5 or 6, and some of those guys like Bruce Brown and some of these other guys that are coming off the bench for the Nuggets could probably start on a team, like be a starting 5, but they accept their role and they do it. And I just really like the Nuggets and how they play, and like their passing is good. They always get a good shot. Um, and whenever I realized it was Lakers Nuggets, like whenever that happened, I told my friends, I said, "Hey, this is either going to be a sweep or 5 games." I said, "It's probably going to be a sweep though." And I know people were like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like they just picked the Warriors and stuff." I'm like, "Well, the Lakers don't really scare me as much as the other teams. Like you just have to worry about LeBron and AD because I'll let everyone else beat me, but like that's it. And LeBron's old, and so that's the thing too is he's old. So I don't know. I was definitely okay with all of it, and I'm I'm excited for the Nuggets. I think they'll win the next round. I know we're going to get into that next. But I think the Nuggets do have what it takes, and it's hard for me to see someone beating Jokic and Murray for 4 games in 7 games. That's hard for me. Jimmy Butler has they beaten the Bucks. Giannis was hurt for a little bit, but they beat the Bucks, beat the Knicks, and then basically punched the Celtics in the mouth. So I mean, I'm not saying like it's going to be a rollover, but I do think if the Nuggets keep playing this, I think if the Heat do win, I think it'd be Nuggets in 6. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, let me just say real quick a point that you made about the Lakers not really having a closer and how, LeBron's too old, but LeBron's never necessarily been a closer anyways in his career, but especially
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
I think they should have let my man Austin Reeves close. Put the ball in his hands. You said, let someone else beat you. And like honestly, with how good the only reason I think those games were even close was because of how good Austin Reeves played. He averaged for this series 21, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 55% from the field, and 56% from three. I wish that he kind of because he was getting his own shot too. It wasn't necessarily just like spot ups on his end. There were
Well,
a
it
couple,
was him
but
and AD. When him and AD did the pick
I
and roll,
know
they always scored.
I wish they would have had him do it more. I think Austin Reeves should have shot. I know he shot about for the series, he shot 13 shots a game. I think he should have shot like 17, 18. I'm not even, and that's not even just because it's like, oh, it's Austin Reeves. He was generally on fire. Like, and when he would shoot it, I was like, I'm confident that's going to go in because he just shot with such confidence. So I kind of wish that he had more role in the closing minutes. Of course, it's LeBron, so it makes sense. But I don't know. I wish Austin Reeves got more involved, to be honest. I think he could have been a dagger, dagger guy. He made all his free throws,
He
which,
definitely was.
LeBron misses his, disqualified from being the GOAT. He misses too many.
Yep. Automatic.
Austin Reeves made all of his free throws. So
yeah. Honestly, goated. I mean, put Austin Reeves up there in the top 5 all time.
Hey, I remember when we started or we predicted it, and I was joking kind of like I'd take Austin Reeves over MPJ. For this series, he was honestly better than MPJ. So a little bit of validation to that, but his team lost 4-0. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
I think so too. I think with MPJ, like he's more spot up for sure. I do think he's a 3-4 option in the Nuggets. Like some days he's 3, some days he's 4, depending on if Eric Gordon is good or not. But when you have Jokic and Murray kind of cooking, you don't really need to be that guy who scores 20 a night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I hear you.
Like I think if you put MPJ on that Lakers team and you switch Austin Reeves, I bet you MPJ has kind of the same numbers that Austin Reeves has. You know?
I hear you.
But I do have to agree with you that Austin Reeves did play very well this series, which kind of leads us. I think we should go into the Lakers off season
You
and
you
future.
stole my transition.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, you got it though. You got it.
Let's go into the Lakers off season and kind of future, and then we'll go back into the Nuggets since they're still here. We'll kind of go back into Nuggets, give our thoughts, but since we don't know who they're playing yet, we can't really, go one way or the other, but we can give some more thoughts on them. But when it comes to Lakers, you have D'Angelo Russell as an unrestricted free agent, Austin Reeves a restricted free agent, Rui Hachimura, I believe, is a restricted free agent.
Yep.
And then someone else that they have as an unrestricted free agent. Let alone LeBron says he might retire, etc. What do you guys think about their offseason? What should they do? And what do you think the future is for Lakers?
All right, let me jump on this real quick before Sam does. I know Sam wants to just as bad as I do. Okay, so let me just say this. LeBron's retirement talk is nonsense. He is being a media manipulator because he just got swept. So instead of being like, oh, LeBron got swept, he's going, I don't know if I'm going to play next year. And now that's what everyone wants to talk about. And it makes them forget that he just got swept. So he's being a little media manipulator there. That's not something a GOAT would do.
That's a good point. Yeah.
No, I truly, I mean, I think there's a little bit of truth to him saying that, but I can't see him retiring. I think that is just fluff, to be honest. And maybe a little bit of I just got swept. So I'm going to be like, maybe I'm just not feeling it. But I still think he's going to play with Bronny. So might take the year off, then come back. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's definitely, I think LeBron's coming back, definitely, for sure. I can't see that happening. So that's the first thing. 2, the Lakers, they obviously were in a tough spot already with Russell Westbrook, and they miraculously got out of that to make this team, which honestly had a pretty good run. And definitely, like I said, if it's 2-2 against the Nuggets, you don't know what happens. They could go to the finals. So they were close, but now they're in a really tough position because their cap is kind of screwed. I mean, I don't know. It's I guess it all kind of depends on the GM, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is he coming back or not, And so, because LeBron has to play for the Lakers next year, right? If he does come back. Okay.
He has 1 year.
If LeBron, there's no opt out or anything that he can do.
No, he has 1 year after that is his opt out. So this year is a 46 million cap hit, and then he can opt in and it'll be 50 million, or he can opt out.
It's kind of insane.
You could trade LeBron. Anyways, I don't know. I think you just have to kind of run it back, I guess, and just screw yourself over for the next couple of years. Because I don't know, if you blow it up now, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the right timing with LeBron's tail end. You got to re-sign Austin Reeves. You can only match an offer, and it's going to screw you over. But for one more year, next year, I think they still have a chance to compete. I think they just got to suck it up and run it back, and then figure it out after LeBron probably leaves after next year. But if LeBron retires, then you could realistically blow it up. And I don't know, they might do that. They have like no picks anyways, so they don't have much of a future. So I would just eat it. And if he stays, just pay Austin Reeves for sure and try and get Rui back as much as possible if it screws you over for the next however many years. That's what I would do. That's really they're kind of stuck, but you saw how good they were. They can compete, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, it bouncing off of Charles yet again. It really depends on Liv $50 million to pay him is a lot of money. And I kind of view it as the kind of the tail end of Tom Brady's career, like this last season when he was playing with the Bucks before he retired. I don't think LeBron's going to retire too. A lot like Charles is saying, I think he's kind of just trying to create some drama in himself, just to keep the attention away from him getting his absolute butt kicked, which the Lakers did. But yeah, no, there's also some rumors going on about LeBron asking for a trade. I don't think that's going to happen either. I know it's a lot of cap hit to swallow for a guy like LeBron. He's definitely aging, but he's still very talented, and he you can make an argument that he deserves the money, but yeah, no, it's going to be a very big cap hit for the Lakers starting next season. They really don't have a lot to work on. Like practically no draft picks too. Austin Reeves, his contract is absolutely going to blow up with his performance as of late. He was an absolute star in the playoffs. He's definitely going to ask more than the pocket change that he's getting now from the Lakers. So the Lakers are they're kind of screwed. And as much as I like to see that, I'm definitely a fan for like smaller market teams like the Nuggets. I think this is going to be an off year next year for them. I think they're going to keep LeBron. They're going to try to keep Austin Reeves too. There's definitely going to be a big penalty when it comes to that. It would be really fun to see them keep like a guy like Rui. I would love them to see Rui. They can get rid of D'Angelo though. D'Angelo sucks.
Oh, he's gone. There's no way. Yeah.
D'Lo's gone. Yeah.
Bottom of the dumpster. We can't even argue about that. But yeah, next season will be exciting to watch. I don't think LeBron's going to retire. Personally, I think it's good for the sport too. As much as I like to hate on a guy like LeBron, I want to see La GM happen. Like now that Tom Brady is retired, who are we going to watch to see like potential goats? He's not the goat. I don't think he'll ever be the GOAT, but he's very close to the GOAT status. It's always sad to see, as a more casual fan, to see those little baby goats go.
Yeah.
We can't have Austin Reeves replace him just yet. He's too young.
Just real quick, also to go off your point, Sam, Austin Reeves has an average salary of 1.2 million. So
that is criminal.
Well, he was undrafted just 2 years ago. So
no. It's very criminal, like how rookie contracts like that work, especially when you compare it to a guy like LeBron that's getting 50 million. And I know a lot of rookies don't really pan out performance wise, but
yeah, he was undrafted. You gotta remember there wasn't much expectation. I don't think anyone thought he'd be turned into this.
Austin Reeves has definitely been that gold at the end of the rainbow, though, and I'm happy for the Lakers, but they're definitely going to struggle.
That's why you gotta take Shannon Sharp's rule, and he says, "Get your bag."
Oh, definitely. I agree 100%.
For me, I agree with both of you guys. Nothing really more to say. I think D'Lo you let go because he was just booty, and you really have to sign Rui and Austin Reeves, I think. And you're kind of stuck with what you have. Granted, it was good, but I think that the Lakers will still be in the same position because the West is going to get better still. Full season of Book and KD. Hopefully, tissue paper Ayton is gone, and you'll actually get a center. Hopefully, Chris Paul is gone, and actually get a point guard. Which I think you could do. Some other things. I mean, Memphis should be fine if Ja can figure out his shiz. The Kings aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Warriors are still the Warriors. Pelicans should bounce back. Hopefully Zion can lose some LBs and actually play. Um, and not only just because he is not fat, he's just a big dude jumping and everything. Like you have to lose some pounds because he's so freakishly athletic. But with all that weight coming up and then coming down, like you're just asking to get hurt, you know? Because I don't think he's fat. I just think he's just a big dude. You know, he's just a big dude, and he's super athletic, freakishly athletic. But with all that force, Anyways, so I think the Lakers are like what Charles said. I think they're kind of stuck, and you just got to commit and say it is what it is. Let's see how it goes.
Real quick, just a quick last little like side question. If you're LeBron, do you think about requesting a trade?
No, because you have an opt out, and why would you request a trade? Because if Bronny gets drafted, then you just opt out and go there.
To try and win a championship if maybe you don't think the
Yeah.
Lakers can do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: is Bronny going to be a top 10, top 15 pick? Probably not. He's potentially could be late first round, maybe early second, and in that case, boom, then go to that team for 1 year. Great, awesome, and then close your storybook.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell like where Bronny will go right now. It's almost a little bit too early in my opinion, but if I were LeBron, I definitely wouldn't go anywhere for now. Maybe try to play around with the trade circle a little bit when Bronny comes into the league, but yeah,
and his son is going to play at USC, so if LeBron plays in LA, he can at least go watch games for his son.
that is true.
So I think for him, it's like, you know what, maybe we do lose, but when it comes to family and other stuff, like he already has what, 4 rings? It's like, well, I already have 4.
He loves it in LA too.
Yeah, it's true. But if he wants to look up to a guy like Jordan, though, he's got to get 2 more, at least.
Okay, Tom Brady, you gotta get 3. So
yeah, Tom Brady, yeah, gotta get 3 more. He's getting honestly, if you're a guy like Tom Brady, he's getting rings off the court too. We're like 20 rings away.
well,
getting with this is off topic, but getting his little rumors with Kim K being in the same room, he's winning, man. He's winning.
Oh
my
yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, okay,
well,
Sam. Okay.
On that note, we can move on. We have about five or so minutes left, and I can kind of do some MattyB bets. We'll talk about the Nuggets for the finals episode because I want them to have like a full.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Those two.
Agreed.
So let's do that because I think the Nuggets deserve their own episode with whoever goes to the finals. So
wait, but real quick, it's a MattyB betting special. Sam, give us a sound effect. It was secret.
MattyB betting.
It cut out. You gotta do it again.
It cut out.
Oh, it cut out? Oh.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you guys are just lying or not.
No,
no,
I promise.
it did.
I promise.
Welcome everyone to the MattyB special.
It kind of like echoes away, but I guess that's good now.
Really? Oh, that sucks. We'll get our audio guy to come in next time.
We didn't actually say that Matt was doing a little betting special, but so we kept it a little secret.
Yeah. So for you guys, we're gonna do a betting special for tomorrow's game. Heat versus Celtics. Kind of on topic. So I'm using the FanDuel Sportsbook website thing to kind of look. There are some kind of fun bets here. I'm looking at some player doubles, and that's actually kind of fun. So you have Derek White, 10 points plus Boston to win is minus 126. Which means basically you have to put 126 to get $100. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Right, because the minus means it's more likely to happen, whereas plus means it's not likely to happen.
Right.
The one that I think would be kind of fun is there's a lot of Boston one. What I like because I'm gonna go what Sam said in the text. He thinks that Jimmy's gonna go for 60. So if you like that, you can do a player double and do 60. Jimmy Butler 30 plus points. So you just have to score 30 plus points and Miami to win. It's plus 450.
Oh, Oh my god.
That's pretty solid.
That
Pretty
is,
solid odds.
dude. I love that.
Look, I'll just say this about the actual series. Celtics were like, don't let us win one. They're kind of talking. I feel like this is the wrong team to do that against. Like the wrong guy to do that against Jimmy,
Oh, definitely.
Because they're all like, yeah, don't let us win one, and they won one. So they're all kind of getting a little confident, a little cocky over there. So
You mean Michael Jordan Jr.?
he looks just like him if he was
He
bald. Did you
does.
see that picture?
Oh my god, yeah, that's like exactly what I was referencing to. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that one's kind of fun. Another one I think is fun too. Um, I mean, Sam, if you really say he's gonna hit 60, you could go Jimmy Butler 35 plus and Miami to win 820.
Oh,
It's a big
goodness
difference for 5 points,
gracious.
to be honest,
Yeah,
from 30 to
Or
35.
or what's kind of another fun one too, Jimmy Butler 2 plus 3. So all I have to do is maybe hit like three. And Miami to win is plus 1000.
mm,
Wow, they don't. This
that's
3-point
yeah,
shooting, they're disrespecting him.
that's
Well, let me
super
see what his
generous.
stats are from three. They're
I
not
Yeah,
was gonna
good. Are
say
they
I
not
don't
good?
think no, I
he
think
doesn't take very many.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
You say
true. He
Jimmy's
likes his
more
mid
like
range.
LeBron.
Hmm.
He's insanely good in the paint, but he doesn't really shoot for
Oh
threes.
yeah, yeah. 1 for 4, 0 for 1, 0 for 1. He doesn't even shoot
Yeah,
two. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right. No
no,
Yeah,
wonder it's plus 1,000.
yeah. So for me, if it was me, the one that I really like a lot because this is player doubles. I really like the Jimmy Butler 30 plus points Miami to win at 450. Um, I think that one's good. And then if you want another one that's kind of fun, is Jimmy Butler 8 plus rebounds in Miami to win,
I can see that. I
and
can
that's
see.
plus 540.
Well,
I would
the first thing
personally.
you have to decide is Miami going to win? Yes or no?
Yeah,
That's an
Yes.
yeah.
easy
Do you
guess.
think they are, Matt?
See that's the thing is with these player doubles, it goes player, but then that team has to win, right? So you can't say, oh, Jimmy does this plus Boston wins,
Yeah,
right?
that doesn't make no. That's yeah. So
So the
who do you
thing is,
think's
knowing
winning?
that Boston already got 2 games in Boston, I'm gonna say that's probably not gonna happen. I think Celtics do win.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was gonna say the
And
same
so
thing.
and so
Mm,
if it was me, and knowing that Boston is gonna win, what I what I would do, like bet wise, it'd be kind of fun, is I'd probably do Marcus Smart 6 plus rebounds and Boston to win, it's plus 350.
that's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. I absolutely love that line. Jimmy Buckets 35 or more and the Heat winning. What'd you say?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 530?
No, that one was plus, I think that was 700. Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
Um, okay. Jimmy Butler, 35 plus points. Miami to win, 820.
820.
Plus
Oh
820.
my God, man. I'm not a betting man, but if I were though, if I was just a teensy little bit, call me Scrooge McDuck. You
Matt
can pick
Matt might have to bet that,
maybe,
honestly.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. It's you bet $100, you get 820. I mean,
it's
but
true.
then again, it that's the thing too, though. When you start betting these games, it becomes a little less fun to watch the game because you're not just watching for fun. You actually put real money on it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I let Matt do the bets.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I have not bet a cent on this stuff yet. I'm just saying this is what I would do. And so you know what? We should probably keep track of now what I say and maybe like which bets I like and see if it actually happens. We should start doing that.
That would be
See if you
fun.
develop a track record.
Okay, so here are the four bets. Here are the four bets, and we'll try to keep track. So if someone wants to write this down, they
Oh,
can.
do you want me to make it? I can write in a Discord maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
write in
for it.
Discord.
I'll do it in resources or recording
Yeah, do it in
notes.
resources.
Resources,
So
yeah.
these are the four bets that I think could actually. I'll do two for a
Just
Boston
for
win.
tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do two for a Boston win and two for a Heat win. Okay.
Okay.
So I like Marcus Smart 6 plus rebounds Boston to win is plus 350. So just do Marcus Smart 6+ rebounds because we know that they have to win, right?
Yeah.
Al Horford 10+ points, Boston to win plus 255.
So 10+ points for Al Horford.
Yep. And a Boston win is plus 255. Then the two for the
Do you want me
Heat that I
to? Do you
like.
want me to? Sorry, write down what the odds are or no?
Yeah, write down what the odds are.
Okay. What's the odds for the for those again? Then my bad. My bad.
So plus 350 for Marcus Smart,
Okay.
plus 255 for the other one.
350, 255. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then we
Gotcha.
can see like, and let's say I put down $100 for each one of these, we can then see if we actually get money or lose money, etc. Right?
Right. I hear you.
And for the two Heat ones, Jimmy
Okay.
Butler 30+ points.
Okay.
Then Miami to win, of course, is plus 450.
Okay.
And the other one I
Gotcha.
like is Jimmy Butler 8+ rebounds, Miami to win plus. Oh, actually, wait. Nope, scratch that one because you already done Jimmy
Whoa.
one. I actually like Bam Adebayo 20+ points, Miami to win
Hmm. I was gonna
plus.
say you don't want to do like your boy Duncan Robinson.
Nah, plus 600.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's putting
Got
his
it.
money on Bam.
There you go. Those are the four,
Okay. Let me get this organized.
and we'll see, and we can update people how it went.
All right. I'm making this all nice for you in Discord. So. All right.
There we
There it
go.
is.
Those are Matty
Look
B's
good.
bets.
Yeah. All right. We'll next episode we'll look back on see how you did. So. MattyB Bets. Let's go.
I'm excited to see the results.
Me too.
Me three.
You three, wow, look at that.
Well,
Sam, you got it.
Oh, you want
We're
me
waiting
to?
on you.
You want me to send it
yeah,
off?
Sam.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you guys were wanting it, but whew, no, this is a lot of fun talking. Thank you guys all for joining us. Follow us on all the socials. We're getting everything up and going now. We couldn't be happier to get back into the rhythm of things. It was a lot of fun on this podcast recording, and we're super excited to see you guys again in the next few days. We've got a lot of fun things coming up too. It'll be so much fun, and yes, that's what I have to say.
Yes. Let's
Yes,
go.
a win's a win. Let's
A
go.
win
A win
is
is
a
a
win.
win. A win is a
Put
win.
that on the record book. A win is a win.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we have today. We'll see you guys in the next episode, and have a great day. Have a great night.
Peace.
Great weekend.